Hi, I'm beginning to prepare for preaching and for worship on this coming Sunday, the first Sunday in Lent, February the 18th. I invite you to come and worship with us at St. Mary's at 9 o'clock and St. Stephen's at 11:15. Now, being Lent 1, we are beginning to tread into the area of the temptations of Jesus. We're in Mark chapter 1. It's kind of going back to Mark's beginning of Mark's gospel. There's a little bit of overlap with something that was done around the baptism of Jesus, but it goes a little further and talks about Jesus going off into the wilderness for 40 days and being tempted by Satan. And of course, that's the parallel to our beginning of our own Holy Lenten experience, and those of us that have been at a Ash Wednesday service. I think mine's beginning to fade, but I'm off to St. Stephen's to do it again at 7. So carry that outward mark of of the beginning of our Holy Lenten experience. So I think this Lent, I always talk about taking things on rather than giving things up, and we see Jesus do a certain amount of that, I think, and it's really important, like inviting people to our faith and inviting people to our own parishes. And I plan even on Sunday to quote just a little bit of some of the information that we garnered from the Invite, Welcome, Connect series that a few of us did a book study on recently. And at least two of us, Linda and myself, did a workshop or took part in a workshop put on by the author Mary Foster Palmer. But I'll just say a couple of things, and that is that evangelism is sharing the faith that is in you and listening and learning from the faith that's in somebody else. It's not just about you talking, it's about listening and sharing. It's about a relationship where God can get in the midst. That was written by Michael B. Curry, the um, presiding bishop of the United States. But they sound like wonderful words, and as does Matthew's gospel when Jesus invites his disciples to that he will teach them to become fishers of people, and that gospel's been kind of used in some difficult ways. But I think actually the question is, were they really being called out of the safety and security of their current lives, which they knew so well, and into something um, way more exciting and a way different and a way more risky, perhaps, and yet fulfilling? So as we explore our Lenten journey, it's my prayer that we would each look to allow God to work in our hearts, work in our lives, remove rough edges, remove things that aren't necessary, but really add some things that could bring us joy, some things that are exciting, some things that are good. We don't have to be pouting Christians who walk around being kicking chairs and saying how terrible we are and beating ourselves on the chest. It's my belief that we can experience the joy, the excitement, the maturity of Christ, and all the good stuff that Christ offers, while at the same time repenting of some of the garbage in our lives that needs to be set aside. So, and I look to help you in that process, help you to lighten the load. It was said that not everything we carry needs to be carried by us. We can take stones out of the backpack that's weighting us down, and we can make life a way more enjoyable and a way better. So I thank you very much for listening today, and I invite you again to Sunday services. We've got good music planned. Joanne Lambert at St. Mary's and Rachel Moss at St. Stephen's. Different styles of music, both very good, depending what you're looking for, and really wonderful services. So do join us, and I look forward to seeing you. Whether you're able to or not, may God bless you in the meanwhile and keep you and help you to mark and carry a holy Lent this year.